And this rivalry has been one that sometimes people overlook and not give the credit where the credit's due.
And until you live this game, you don't truly know.
Welcome into 5 on your Sideline. I am Corey Miller, and we have a unique show tonight. If it's Christmas in St. Louis, it is time for bragging rights, so that's where we have to start.
Couldn't agree more, Corey. I am Annie Krall, and why don't you kick things off with the annual Mizzou and Illinois battle at Enterprise Center?
Let's do it then. Sean East and Dennis Gates trying to make it back-to-back bragging rights wins over Terrence Shannon Jr., Brad Underwood, and the Fighting Illini. Here's one of the few threes Mizzou made all game long. Sean East sinks it from deep. Illinois did not have any problems making shots from range. Coleman Hawkins is on fire. That's a triple. Terrence Shannon Jr. was unstoppable all night long. He lived at the free throw line and one layup here. Crowd going nuts. Mizzou did outlast Illinois in the annual Liberty Pose competition. That's a big deal, Annie. Dominant victory for the Tigers cheerleaders there. Here is a big Mizzou basketball play for you, though. Noah Carter-Alley, Aiden Shaw, oop. Illinois was pulling away by this point, though. Shannon Jr., corner three, that's money. He's letting everybody know about it, too. Fast break now. Shannon to Quincy Guerrier in the corner. 3 points and the foul. The orange and blue in the crowd going absolutely nuts. This one has gotten a bit out of hand. Mizzou could build a house with the amount of bricks they've had off the rim tonight. And right now, Illinois leads by 30 with a couple of minutes left. Shannon Jr. has 30 of his own.
I know it's tough for you, Corey, but bragging rights actually got started last night in St. Louis. An awesome event at Stifel Theater as part of the Lou to the Zoo series. Saw #2 Missouri wrestling take on Illinois in the first sporting event ever held at the venue. A couple of big moves here from Josh Edmond at the 140 weight class. He took care of Illinois' Danny Pacino. Some cool intros tonight as well, with the wrestlers running through the crowd to take the stage. Take a look at this takedown from James Conway. Oof, that's a tough one. The Tigers got the win over Illinois 29-6.
Well, it may be holiday break time for high schools, but we still managed to find some basketball teams in action tonight.
Oh, absolutely, Corey, on both sides of the river. And we didn't just find mediocre games. We had a few of the best teams in the area going at it tonight. So why don't we check out some of those highlights?
All right, let's get into it. Great matchup. CBC and Vianney in a heavyweight battle in front of a packed house at Vianney. Eddie Smagic is persistent. He sticks with this one. 2 points, Vianney. Nice move from CBC in the paint as well. Devin Houston gets to finish off the layup. Keep an eye on him, though, because he's going to get the steal, and he's going to get another bucket. Great play. These teams can hit from deep as well. This is J.D. Dorman. That's good for 3 for Vianney. And then Teron Garrett on the other end is going to connect from range for CBC as well. Back and forth we go. Smagic again. Nice cut to the rim. That's good for a nice layup. CBC is going to respond with a triple from Joab Guerrier. This was a great game, came all the way down to the wire, but it's Vianney who comes away with the 71-69 victory.
Ooh, it's a tight one, but let's jump into some Illinois high school basketball at Highland versus Centralia, one of the best teams in the state, but the Dogs were going to put up a fight. Centralia getting that 3 early on the board. It's going to be beautiful from Cruz Harlan. It would not be the last from the senior, though. Highland going to put some points up. Look at this sped up version. Oh, that's Cruz again. He's going to say, I'll do another 3 points for you right there. The senior guard are going to go toe-to-toe with Jake Otzmeyer from Highland, going to put another 3 up. So it's going to be a tight game for them. It's going to be more threes coming down. Look at this one from Centralia. From the top of the key, goes right in, and Garen Stone's going to push his way all the way through into the basket for a floater, but it's going to end up being Centralia who has the last laugh, winning 61 to Highland's 41. Just a bit down the road, it was Freeburg taking on Triad at home. Corey, I know that's your alma mater. The Knights getting on the board early, hitting the corner with this 3 goes up, but it's going to be some crucial free throws for Freeburg, like this one right here from #2, Bryson Browning. But then it's going to be another 3 points coming up. Oh, wait, you thought so? Nope, it's going to be a miss. It's going to be Nate Winslow who ends up putting the basket up because he needs the points regardless. Like I said, those free throws are going to be crucial for Freeburg. Another couple of free throws for them, but it's going to end up being the Triads who win at home with a score of 54-25 for Freeburg.
Up next, we are capping off a wildly successful high school football signing day in St. Louis. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Well, even though we're in the heat of high school basketball season, football got one last chance to shine this week, and it was an impressive National Signing Day around St. Louis.
It was. We were able to get all over the area to see dreams come true as players signed on that dotted line. So let's take a look at the athletes and schools we were able to spotlight. CBC always has a good class, and this year was no exception. The big news was four-star wide receiver Jeremiah McClellan flipping from Ohio State to Oregon on the morning of signing day. He signed alongside lineman Bryce Parson to Ohio and defensive back Dorian DuBose to Illinois State.
The relationships I've built with Oregon and the trust I have with Dan Lynn, I'd probably say that's the reason why I chose Oregon.
That's a dream come true for me. You know, I'm not the tallest, so obviously I get overlooked a lot, but, you know, just being fished right now.
It's real special, especially really with the guys I've been with for a long time, and seeing us grow up together is just a real special day for me.
Well, signing day is always a big deal at East St. Louis. The Flyers had seven signees this week. QB Robert Battle, Bond, and Aiden Taylor are Lindenwood bound. Leontre Bradford and Jesse Watson are going to Purdue Boilermakers. Jayon Jackson signed with Central Michigan. And last but almost not least, Taylor Powell is going to Northern Illinois. Certainly a lot to be proud of on the east side.
I love all my guys, you know, and the journey at Eastside, it's been crazy, you know. It feel like I've been here for like 15 years.
So these guys you're up here looking at, you know, we're talking about AB students from the time they walked in the door to the time they left. And there's only one way to get a scholarship, and that's academics first, then your athletic talents.
Signing day at Francis House saw a familiar sight. Logan Scrivener signed to Missouri State, and then receiver defensive back Jude James continued the Howell to Mizzou pipeline. James will be the sixth Viking on the Missouri football roster next year, and he is ecstatic to be staying close to home.
I mean, I can't wait. I mean, it's obviously a dream opportunity for me to stay home and play for my home state, and just excited to get things rolling. It's a perfect time to be at Mizzou. I think it's a great time for us, and it's a good thing. Get things rolling for sure.
Well said, but the state champs at Cardinal Ritter had two signees. Antoine McKay is headed to play quarterback at Western Illinois, and Dominic Dixon is on his way to Tennessee State. It's easy to see the impact Cardinal Ritter had on these two athletes.
I love this school to death, like, not gonna lie. Like, from me being here from the first moment I came, everybody believed in me, and I felt at home. Like, this is like another home to me, and that's one thing for a school, just to be a school, but another thing for it to be a home.
Cardinal Ritter played a big part with them, like, guiding me through the right paths and just, like basically, like, treating me as one of them.
Notable signing day at Westminster Christian Academy. Wildcats edge rusher Joseph Anderson signed to play for the dominant Iowa Hawkeye defense in college. Anderson was a four-star recruit and one of the top players in the area, and he wanted to thank his family who helped get him to this position.
I chose Iowa because I really felt comfortable there. I feel like they're going to develop me the best there. I really like the coaching staff, everyone there, and support. They've been like the biggest supporters through everything, and so I'm thankful that they're here.
Well, the Smet keeps churning out college talent. They had two signees this week, both on the defensive line. Michael Phillips is heading to Indiana State, and Caleb Redd taking his skills to Kentucky. Here's Coach Merritt on what these two bring to the table.
These are two of the hardest working young men I've been around in 30 years. Hard working on the football field, hard working in the classroom, good citizens, good teammates, guys that take care of other people, guys that look forward to teaching younger teammates and show up and are program guys, and I couldn't be prouder of them.
The Blues are back on track after a big night in Florida yesterday. We'll check in with the note coming up next.
The Blues salvaged their Florida road trip in a big way against the Panthers last night, Corey.
The 4-1 win over the defending Eastern Conference champs came with a number of impressive moments and another huge performance from that top line. In the 4 games since Drew Bannister reunited the top line of Thomas, Kyrer, and Buchnevich, they've combined for 19 points between them. Last night, they teamed up for 2 even-strength goals and an empty netter. The chemistry is clicking, but Coach thinks there's even more room for production.
Just like chemistry, you know, we're just playing quick, playing aggressive,
we're using our speed and our skill. So
they connect. They're skilled hockey players. Are able to make those plays. I'd like to see them shoot a little bit more, but at the end of the day, if they're able to score off it, then so be it. But I think there is some opportunities they can be a little bit more selfish.
The MLS held their super draft yesterday, and with the 17th pick, they acquired City SC, took Wake Forest midfielder Jose Kajima. The senior was second-team All-ACC and an All-Region first-teamer. With the 79th pick, they took a forward out of Providence, Brendan McSorley. Today, the team announced it acquired Norwegian-American right-back Thomas Tutland from a Swedish club for an undisclosed transfer fee yesterday. Tutland has signed a 3-year deal with City. The 24-year-old most recently played in the Europa League.
Bragging rights, we got a final score, 97-73, Illinois.
Oh,
2
Corey,
years,
I'm
2 blowouts in a row
sorry.
for each side. I know the orange and blue folks leaving the Enterprise Center right
They're
now
good.
are going to have a fun night, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and it's exciting for everybody, but again, a tough loss for our Mizzou grad.
Hopefully next year it's not a blowout either way and we actually
True.
get a good game.
I
That's
like
what
that.
I'm hoping for. All right, that'll do it for 5 on Your Sideline tonight. For Andy Kroll, I'm Corey Miller. Have a great night, St. Louis.
We are signing off for now, but don't forget, 5